but you don't have this recording. Continuing right along with our Navi class, we're holding the beginning of chapter 11. And basically, what happened is that there was a tremendous miracle. Go back to the earlier chapters we learned, the previous chapter of how Yeshua conquered the southern countries, the southern cities that were in Israel. So it wasn't like it was a long, at least not yet, a long drawn out war. It was very, very quick as they attacked the country that they were kind of had a peace treaty with, and they wiped out the nations in the southern countries of Israel. But what about the northern countries of Israel? And that's where today's Navi takes place. I'm going to show you just a map. As I said, forgive the handwriting and the spelling, please. I'll show you just a map here of where the areas are. So here's the border. I'm showing you with my mouse the border of Israel. And here's where the Jewish camp is. It's called Gilgal. Okay, that's the bottom where the Jewish people are, called Gilgal. They won a big war in the previous class, against all the southern countries on this side of Israel. Now, when the northern countries here, Yavon and Chaitzar, which is I'm pointing to now over here, they all get together. You see the arrows that they all get together to the middle over here, kind of, to Meron, to this area. I believe it's going to be Meron right over here. They all come to this area, and they're going to now join together forces to attack the Jewish people, because they heard how the Jewish people wiped out the whole southern part of the country, many of the cities there. So now they're getting together. They're going to have a tremendous amount of soldiers, and they're going to make, I guess, a preemptive attack against the Jewish people, take on Joshua's camp, take where they are in Gilgal, surprise them, destroy them, and get rid of the Jewish people, who are very quickly taking over and conquering the land of Eretz Yisrael, the first time when the Jews conquered it. And who gets together? Here's just the names. You see here is Yavin from Chaitzar. This is one city. They go down to Meron. And then there's number 2. We're going to see Madon. I don't know if I'm saying the names exactly right. Then the Shimron is going. They all get together. Shimron joins, and Achashpath. And we know near Mount Hermon, there's going to be on the foothills of the Mount Hermon, is also going to join the war. And then there's the Kinnereth. And then there's Dor, okay? Dor is going to join. All of them going to get together, I think also in the mountains somewhere. And then there is also people who live in Meron. They're all going to get together, I guess, to this area right over here, as you see in the map, in Israel, in order to conquer the land, in order to attack the Jewish people. Let's see inside now in the wording of the Navi to see exactly what takes place. Okay, it's just a few verses today, but we're going to learn about how they're gathering together to attack the Jewish people. V'hi kishmaya Yavin melech Chatzar, when the king Yavin, when Yavin, who was the king of the city of Chatzar, which I showed you in the map, V'yishlach el Yovav melech Madon, he sent to the Yovav, who was the king of Madon, which we also saw in the map. Ve'el melech Shimron, and to king of Shimron, and melech Achshaf, and the king of Achshaf. All those things we saw in the map, all those countries, they sent the messages to each other. They said, we got to do something about the Jewish people. We're all going to gather with our forces, and maybe we'll have a chance to throw over this Jewish army, which is literally taking over very quickly. The kings that were to the north, Bahar in the mountains in the north of Israel, Uvarava, and to the plains of the Negev of the south, the plains of the south, Kinaros, I showed you the area called Kinaros, Uvashfela, Uvanafois, Dar Miyam, to the regions of Dar, which I also showed you in the map, to the west. So all the way like southwest of the map, which I showed you, were there. Haknani, Mimizrach, there were the Canaanites were to the east, Umiyam, and to the west. The Amorites, Vachitites, Vaprizi, Vayavusi, the Amorites, the Hittites, the Prizites, the Jebusites, on the mountainous area, and the Chivites. All remember there were 7 different countries there. One of them, we said, made peace. They ran away, but the 6 that are left, I guess that the Kanani, Amori, Chiti, Prizi, and Yevusi, and then the Chivi, the 6 of the 7. Tachas Hermon, on the bottom of the Hermon mountains. The Eretz, in the land, HaMitzpah, in the land of an area called Mitzpah. So different commentators want to explain where the city Mitzpah is, but it's going to become a famous area later on. The bottom line is they're all getting together kind of in the center where I showed you with the arrows in the map. And they went out, and all their camps. Imam Amrav, a tremendous, mighty, huge nation, like the sand on the earth. It was an unbelievable amount of people. Laroiv, so much. V'sus and horses, v'rechev and chariots. Rav me'oid, tremendous amount of chariots. They're going to take care of the Jews, basically. And the kings all got together. They joined together. When they came, and they camped together. El Merom, to the waters of Merom, which I showed you the map. I'll go back to it in a second. The Lachim in Yisrael, to fight the Jewish people. So going back just to that area for a second, all the names that I mentioned, I'll show you in the map here what we're talking about. So Merom, to the waters of Merom. You see here, there's like a waters, and there's an area called Merom. So they come together over there to this area of Merom, and they travel from all around. We said Dor, all the way from the west. We said the foothills of the Mount Hermon. Okay, and the guy Yavin, the first name we mentioned with this guy Yavin from Chetzar. All the different people got together. All the kings of the north got together because together maybe they're going to be successful in stopping the Jewish people. But yeah, and what happens next? You'll have to come to the next class, a short part of the Navi, first 5 verses of chapter 11 in the book of Yehoshua. Any questions or comments?